Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm Daria. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Today's yoga practice is a space for spontaneity. If you're anything like me, you might find yourself overthinking, really trying to go into situations with a plan. And so today's class is about dropping all of that and just finding some free, spontaneous movement. So this sequence is going to be totally in the moment. I haven't planned anything ahead of time. It'll be totally spontaneous, and we'll just see where we go, where we end up, and what happens. All that you'll need for this class is yourself and a space to move. And whenever you're ready, let's go ahead and get into it. We'll start today from hands and knees. So find your way up to a tabletop. We'll bring the shoulders to stack over the wrists. The hips are over the knees. Let's just start by pawing down through your hands. Really roll from the base of your palm to your knuckles all the way to the tips of both fingers. And we'll just do a couple times on each hand. Then root the base of your palm, spread all four corners of your hands to the mat, and then tack each finger pad down individually one at a time. Imagine that all your fingers are like suction cups that are gluing down into the earth. Let's take an inhale to sweep the right arm all the way up to the sky. Peel your torso open toward the right side of your mat. And as you exhale, thread the needle. Slide the right arm under the left and bring your shoulder to the earth. Breathe in, reach up, fingertips toward the sky. Follow them with your gaze. And then as you exhale, once again, thread the needle. You can bend the left elbow. Inhale, reach up, right fingertips to the sky. Exhale, slide the right arm down to the earth. This time, root your shoulders, stretch your head forward as far as it will go, and then drop your face down. We'll stay and breathe here for a few rounds. Try to feel the breath moving through your body, deepening with every inhale and with every exhale. Soften the right shoulder to the earth. And let's begin to stretch the left toes all the way back behind you. You can stay right here, or maybe using the stability of your core and keeping all five of the right toes spinning down to face toward the earth, we'll float the leg up and away. Draw your belly button to your spine. Squeeze your left glute to lift the leg a little higher. Inhale here. Now, as you exhale, carry your left leg out to the side, and then we'll drop the foot all the way back down to the mat. So now we're in a thread the needle twist with the left foot down out laterally. Maybe bring right hand and left foot to connect. And then from here, you can stretch open with the left arm. Reach the fingertips toward the sky and maybe circle the arm all the way around and back until your fingertips can hook to the front of right thigh. Smooth your breath. Stretch your sitting bones wider away from each other. And we'll take one more round here. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your nose. Re-anchor your left palm to the mat. From here, we're going to roll all the way down to our backs. So you stretch the right toes back behind you. Roll to your back, and we'll hug the left knee in toward your chest. Squeeze knee to shoulder. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, just hug everything in really tight. Stretch your left toes all the way up toward the sky and reach for what's accessible here. You can flex the left foot. So maybe we grab behind the hamstring or the calf, the ankle, all the way up to the foot if you feel like you have the space. Take some slow, controlled breaths. And feel as though you're pulling on the left foot with your hands, but also you're pressing the foot back into your hands to create more activity in the stretch here. Keep your right leg heavy, long, and forward. Breathe in. As you breathe out, lower your left leg down toward the earth. And as you do so, we'll roll all the way up to a seat. pull your right heel in towards your sitting bone and then see if you can come forward to a little pistol squat. So the left leg is stretching forward. You can use your fingertips to the earth here. Let's take a breath in. As you breathe out, press into the right foot, float, hover your left leg away from the mat, and then stretch it all the way back behind you into standing L. Inhale to elongate, stretch the crown of your head forward. As you exhale, bend your right knee deeply, and we'll step the left toes to the back of the mat. Drop your back knee. Breathe in, kneeling warrior, Anjaneyasana. As you breathe out, we'll twist. Left fingertips go forward, right fingertips go back, and the torso spins toward the right long edge of your mat. Breathe in to squeeze right heel and left knee toward each other. Lift your pelvic floor, and then breathe out. Melt your hips down and forward. Continue to spiral your spine, and maybe bring your gaze back over the right fingertips. One more breath here. Inhale, find length. Exhale, find depth. Circle your arms, left arm rises, and then reaches all the way around and back for your thigh. So it's like an exalted warrior variation. Right fingertips reach toward the sky and create a little arc in your back, a little back bend. If you're good, you can untuck the back toes and then slide the left hand maybe all the way back towards your calf or the ankle or the heel. Breathe expansively through your front body. Open everything up. Activate the back body for support. Inhale here. As you exhale, use your core. We'll rise all the way back up. Root your palms down to the top of your mat. Pick up your back knee. Take an inhale. As you exhale, pyramid fold. Right leg draws towards straight. The back foot can step in slightly and the toes will turn out to 45 degrees. Breathe in and wave through your spine. Stretch back through your sitting bones as you reach forward through the crown of your head. And then as you exhale, bow in. The chest is reaching toward the right toes. Outer right hip drags back. Left hip is pulling forward. You can feel this by squeezing your feet a little bit together. One more time, ripple through the spine. Inhale, stretch it all out. And exhale just to fold. Lift your back heel. Root the left palm down and a little bit forward as you slide your left toes back behind you. Let's roll to the knife edges of both feet. So all 10 toes spin to face the right side of your mat. As you breathe in, we'll peel the chest open, reach your right fingertips toward the sky. Press your left big toe mound toward the back of your space, and then curl your heart a little bit forward. Squeeze in through the left side body, contracting the ribs toward the hips, and then expand. Find more space in the right side body. You can stretch the right arm all the way forward over your ear and reach past the edges of all 10 fingertips, or all 5 fingertips, just 5 on the right hand. Inhale here. And exhale, pivot back to face the original back of your mat, now the top of your mat. We'll root the palms down, take a breath in to prepare. And as you exhale, we'll step back to a downward facing dog. So you can hover the right foot back or bend the knee, step back, however you need to get there. Breathe through your spine, like the breath is combing away any tension. You can pedal your feet. Feel the calves opening, the Achilles. Lift up the arches of your feet. And then, just like we did with the hands at the beginning of the practice, see if you can kind of paw down through both feet a few times as you pedal. And let's take a breath in. Stretch your left leg high, 3-legged down dog. As you exhale, lift the right heel, hug left knee to left tricep. Breathe in. As you breathe out, lower left knee to left wrist. Then cross your body, left knee, right wrist. Squeeze and draw the left knee up to right tricep, making a box with the knee. We'll do 2 more. Left knee, left tricep. left knee, left wrist, right thigh stays charged. Left knee, right wrist, left knee, right tricep. One more time. Left knee, left tricep. Left knee lowers left wrist. Left knee, right wrist. Squeeze, lift like an elevator. Left knee to right tricep. Then let's just hug knee to nose and softly step your left foot forward to the top of your mat, finding a lunge. Come onto your fingertips so that you can align your feet hips distance apart. As you breathe in, reach your fingertips up high, crescent lunge. As you breathe out, we'll twist right fingertips forward and the left fingertips back. Squeeze in at your waist and then elongate from your belly button up through your spine as you twist deeper, spinning your torso to face toward the left thigh. Feel your big toes digging down and then stretch your fingertips longer away from each other. On your next inhale, circle your right arm up to the sky, then begin to lower it all the way down to the back of your right thigh as your left fingertips reach up high, and then glide your hand all the way back as you come into this back bending shape here. Pull your feet together to stabilize, reach up, gaze up. Exhale, come all the way forward to an easy twist. Right arm down to the mat, left arm up to the sky. Take a big inhalation to create buoyancy in your pelvis. Pull your feet together. As you exhale, cactus your left elbow. See if you can squeeze your shoulder blades and stretch your heart forward and high to the sky. Big inhalation. Stay for your exhale, open up more. Pivot your left hand all the way back down to the inside of left foot. We'll lift the left toes, turn them to face in, pivoting to the long edge of the mat for a wide-legged forward fold. Glide your spine side to side. You can bend one knee and then the other. Creating space and then finding a full surrender through your spine. Let the crown of your head fall heavy toward the earth. And feel as though the tip of your tailbone is being pulled to the clouds. And the feet can be slightly pigeon-toed. And notice when you turn the toes a little bit in, that you can feel more into the outer lines of your legs, the outer lines of the shins and the calves, even the ankles. Take an inhale here. Stretch out your spine. As you exhale, we'll walk to the top of the mat with the right foot forward, left toes back. Take an inhale. As you exhale, sink the left knee to the earth. Step your left palm out to the side. The palm can be flat or we can be up on fingertips. Maybe hand to a block for a little more space. Open your right arm all the way up to the sky and then kick your left heel in towards your sitting bone. See if you can create a C with the right hand and hook your toes. Then, continually magnetize your inner thighs as you hug heel towards sitting bone. Squeeze your shoulder blades together and lift your heart toward the sky. Breathe into the left thigh. Try to relax through the sensations that you're feeling. Create more softness into them so that we're breathing into any blockages rather than trying to force through them. It's a slow, steady opening. Breathe in, squeeze the shoulder blades, and exhale, release. Drop your right hand down. We'll bring both hands to the inside of the right foot and then shift your hips back to a wide half splits. Breathe in, stretch out the spine, iron it out almost like a cow shape, almost like you're sticking your butt a little bit back and then pulling your heart forward. And as you exhale, you can bow in. Now here, feel free to play. You can play with, as you keep the right toes flexed, turning them a little bit out, turn your toes a little bit in. Notice what happens. Notice how the sensation changes from these little micro adjustments. Root your palms, step forward into the right foot, lift your back knee, and we'll glide back to downward facing dog once again. So press into your palms, contract your core. See if you can hover the right foot, even if it's just a millimeter away from the mat, and we'll glide it back. Downward facing dog. Take a big inhale here through your nose. Exhale, sigh out of your mouth, clear. Breathe in. Lift your heels, round forward, high plank. Firm your thighs, contract your core. Press the earth away from you. Exhale, let's just wave back into a downward facing dog, dragging your tailbone toward the back of your space, pressing into thumbs and index fingers. Inhale, lift your heels, wash forward like a big wave. Exhale one more time, micro bend in the knees and the elbows as you glide back, waving your spine. Inhale, lift your heels, come forward to a high plank, rounding the spine, contracting the core. As you exhale, lowered chaturanga for 3. For 2, slow, controlled lower halfway for 1. Inhale, press back up to a high plank, 3, 2, 1. We'll go 2 more times like that, really slow push-ups. Exhale, lower for 3. For 2, knees can come down for support. For 1, inhale, exhale, press back up. 3, 2, elbows hug in for 1. Breathe in, prepare. Exhale, last time, lower down slow. 3, 2, you got it. 1, inhale, press up. 3, 2, 1, and exhale, lower both knees down to the mat. Take an inhale, find cow. Stretch your heart forward, pull your hands back towards your thighs, lift your tailbone, spread your sitting bones, collarbones are wide. Exhale, round in, contract the core, tailbone drops to the backs of your knees, and then like you have an ice cream scooper to your belly, hollow it out, drop your head at the bottom. Inhale, cow. Feel the expansion into your front body. And exhale, cat. Feel the expansion through your full spine, stretching out. Come back to a neutral spine. As you breathe in, the right palm roots, the left fingertips stretch up toward the sky. As you exhale, we'll thread the needle, slide the left arm all the way under the right. Inhale, reach to the sky, open up your chest. Exhale, twist, left shoulder to the mat. Breathe in, lift the fingertips, gaze high. Exhale, last time, slide down. This time we stay in, thread the needle, stretch the crown of your head forward, and then drop the head heavy to the earth. The right palm stays anchored beneath your elbow. And then begin to slide your right toes all the way to the back of the mat behind you. Stabilize by squaring the hips, hugging belly button to spine, and see if maybe you can float the right leg up and away from the mat. Activating the back line of the leg, the hamstring and the glute will allow you to lift the leg just a bit higher. Take a breath in, squeeze your core, lift your toes. As you exhale, carry the right leg all the way out to the side so that your foot is aligned with your pelvis, and then root the whole sole, all 4 corners of right foot down to the mat. Pinky toe side, big toe, and the heel. You can crawl your left fingertips toward the outer edge of right foot, maybe making a connection there, and then reach your right fingertips all the way up to the sky. Open your spine. You can carry the right fingertips around so that they connect with the front of your left thigh. From here, let's just breathe. See how heavy you can let your shoulder and your head be to the mat. Relax your face. Let go of all the lines along your cheeks, your mouth, your jaw, your forehead. Big, full belly breaths. If you took the bind, Circle your right palm all the way back down to the mat. Root it there, root into your left shoulder, and then start to crawl your left toes to the back of your mat, stretching the leg towards straight as you roll to lie on your back and hug your right knee in toward your chest. Take a breath in, interlace your fingers over the front of your shin, and exhale, squeeze right knee toward right shoulder, as if you're trying to really hug yourself nice and tightly. Then stretch your right toes toward the sky, flex your foot, grab for what's available, the hamstring, the calf, the ankle, or the foot. We'll take a few rounds of breath here. Simultaneously pull the right leg toward your chest and press whatever's connected, so wherever your hands are, press what they're connected to back into them. Slow, steady, gradual opening. Keep the left thigh heavy. Let's take one more inhale and one more exhale to hug in. Begin to release your grip, float your right toes all the way back toward the top of your mat, but as you do so, we'll come up to a seat and squeeze the left heel in toward your sitting bone. Step your left foot down, step your fingertips down, try to keep the right leg hovering, and we'll come into a little pistol squat. The fingertips can stay down, maybe one hand or both hands, reach forward, take an inhale. As you exhale, fingertips to the mat if they're not. Lift your hips, draw your left leg towards straight, skim the mat with your right foot, and then stretch your toes to the back of your mat. Breathe in, standing L. As you exhale, the left knee bends deeply and the right toes step down to the back of your mat. Sink your back knee. Inhale, pull left heel and right knee toward the midline as you reach your fingertips up, Anjaneyasana. Exhale and twist. Right fingertips forward, left fingertips back. Hug your belly button toward your spine, so much so that you can feel as though your belly button's like being pulled through the back of your body, all the way out. And then with your shoulder blades hugging the midline, stretch away from the midline through the tips of your fingertips. The pelvis slowly melts down and forward. One more inhale here. Exhale, sink into your depth. Inhale, reach your right arm toward the sky, spin your torso back to the top of your mat, and then switch so that the right hand drops to the back of your thigh, maybe the calf, and the left fingertips stretch all the way up toward the sky. Keep your hips square by hugging your left foot and your right knee together, and then expand the front body. If you feel any crunching in your low back, lessen the back bend just a little. Lift up through your pelvic floor, take a breath in. And as you exhale, use your core. We'll rise all the way back up. Fingertips come down to the top of the mat. Breathe in, tuck your back toes if they're not, and lift your knee. Breathe out, pyramid fold. Back foot steps in, left leg draws toward straight. Feel as though your left foot is on a pathway, a walkway that's being dragged backward, and the right foot's on one that's being pulled forward, so the feet are pulling together. Take an inhale. Ripple through your spine, stretch it all out. And on your exhale, fold in deeper. As always, of course, the hands here can be on blocks, so you have more elevation away from the earth. Lift your back heel, slide your toes to the back of your mat, step your right hand forward and a little bit wider, and then roll to the knife edges of both of your feet. So all 10 toes will point to the left. Press back through the right big toe mound and then peel open through your chest. Reach your left fingertips toward the sky. If you need more space in the hips here, you can walk the top foot, the left foot, away from the top of your mat more. Breathe in, squeeze the right side body. Breathe out, expand the left side body as you stretch your bicep toward your ear. One more breath here, expanding. then we'll pivot all the way back to the top of the mat. Root your palms, take an inhale. As you exhale, press down, float your left foot and step back to downward facing dog. Inhale through your nose. Breathe out through your nose and press your hands and your feet away from each other to stretch your spine evenly up to the sky and through the crown of your head down toward your thumbs. Root the left toes as you inhale, right leg reaches high. Three-legged down dog. As you exhale, left heel lifts, hug your right knee toward your right tricep. We'll make those boxes with the knee again. So breathe in here, squeeze your core. Breathe out, right knee, right wrist. Then cross the body, right knee, left wrist. Press into your palms and drive right knee up toward left tricep. Two more. Right knee, right tricep. Right knee, right wrist. Right knee, left wrist. Right knee, left tricep. How much can you squeeze the core? Right knee, right tricep. Press the earth away from you between your palms, right knee, right wrist. Right knee, left wrist, claw the mat. Right knee, left tricep. Good, and then squeeze knee to nose. Look down and step right foot to right thumb. Come onto your fingertips, align your feet. Breathe in, float your fingertips up, high crescent lunge. As you exhale, twist. The left fingertips go forward and the right fingertips back. Pull your feet together, feel your big toes. Continue to elongate. So it's like your tailbone is reaching toward the earth and the crown of your head is reaching toward the sky. Then belly hugs the spine. Left ribs pivot toward your right ribs. Gaze goes back over the right fingertips. Begin to spin back to face the top of your mat. Stretch your right arm or your left arm to the sky and then circle it around to the back of your thigh. Maybe slide it to the back of your calf and reach your right fingertips toward the sky, following them with the gaze and the heart. Little back bend, open the front body. Inhale. As you exhale, circle your arms like a windmill all the way down to the mat so the left hand comes inside the right foot and the right arm stretches to the sky. Easy twist, open everything up. Big breath in. Exhale, pull your shoulder blades together, cactus the right elbow, and then press your heart forward toward the top of your mat. And then like your heart's on a string that's being screwed toward the sky, open it up. Inhale. Exhale, pivot your right palm back down to the mat. Inside of your right foot, flex the right foot, and then pivot your toes to the long edge of the mat. The left side, walk your hands between your legs and find a wide-legged forward fold. And you can shift from side to side. Bend one knee and then the other. You can hook big toes with peace fingers or grab for the outer edges of your ankles. If you'd like to play with going upside down at all, you might bring your head down to the mat, root the palms beneath the elbows, and then find a headstand, floating your legs out to the side. Maybe all the way up overhead or just staying in a straddle today. We'll take 2 more breaths here. And if you're floating, let's make our way back down to the earth. Meeting in the wide-legged forward fold. Inhale to iron out your spine. As you exhale, we'll walk forward to the top of the mat, finding a lunge. Left foot forward, right toe slide back, and then drop your knee. Step your right palm to the outer edge of your mat. Palm can be flat or on fingertips or a block. As you inhale, left arm twists toward the sky. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Then kick your back heel in toward your sitting bone. Create a C with your hand and hook your toes. If this connection isn't happening, you can grab a strap and hook it around the roots of your toes so that you can pull on it, or you can just stay in a twist wherever is comfortable for you. Magnetize the right heel and the right sitting bone while also pulling left heel and right knee together and reaching your heart toward the sky, bolstered by the support of the shoulder blades hugging at the back of your heart. Soften the right thigh, big, full breaths. Lift your pubic bone a little bit up toward your heart space, finding more elongation in the front body. Let's take one more inhale. As you exhale, release. Circle the left palm back to the mat inside of your foot. Breathe in here. And then exhale, we'll shift the hips back to a wide half splits. Left heel's pressing down. The toes are flexing back towards your face. Breathe in, stick your butt back and pull your heart forward. Breathe out, bend your elbows deeply and find some depth. Once again, play. Maybe the toes turn a little out, just super slightly, little baby movements. And maybe they turn a little in. Try to relax your shoulders. Soften the back of your neck. Allow even your head and your brain to soften a bit here. And then step forward into the left foot. Root your palms. This time they're inside. Tuck your back toes. Lift your knee and then press your pelvis back. Anchor into the palms. Hug belly button to spine. See if you can float the left foot away from the mat even just a bit. And we'll glide back to downward facing dog. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, big sigh. Inhale, lift your heels, round forward, high plank. As you exhale, big wave back, downward facing dog, like your sacrum's being dragged up and back. One more wave here. Inhale, ripple forward. And exhale, glide it back, downward facing dog. As you inhale, lift your heels, firm your thighs, round forward, super hollow core. As you exhale, slow lower chaturanga for 5. For 4, come to the knees if you need. For 3. For 2, elbows hug in. For 1, inhale at the bottom of your chaturanga, exhale, press back up. 5. 4, you got it. 3, feel the activation. 2, 1. Okay, we'll just do this one more time. Inhale, exhale, chaturanga. 5. 4, torso like a plank, lowering down all as one unit. Last 2. Last 1, breathe in when your upper arms are parallel with the mat. Breathe out, press down. 5. 4, coming back up to plank. 3, 2, 1. So strong. Exhale, lower both knees to the mat. Take your knees about hips distance apart and let's walk it out into extended puppy. Fingers crawl forward. Maybe the forehead comes down or maybe the heart and the chin can melt to the earth. Hug your hands a little bit together and create a full surrender that comes from the back of your heart, the space between your shoulder blade, and then melts down through the front of your heart into the earth. You can close your eyes, try to relax and let everything go. Soften the low belly and breathe there. Lift your heart just a little bit away from the mat. Keep your elbows down. Let's come forward to a sphinx. So the tops of the thighs can root. Pull your forearms back towards your hip points and then press your heart forward to the top of your mat. Toenails root. Breathe in. Breathe out and release your heart down. Fingertips step out to the wide edges of your mat. Make little tents with them so that your palms are elevated. Breathe in, press down into the hips and the feet, the tops of the feet, and then lift your torso up and away from the mat. Heart arcs, forward cobra. Exhale, lower down. 2 more rounds, rolling cobra. Inhale, contract the back body. Expand your front body. Biceps spin forward, triceps wrap back. Fingertips are pulling towards your toes. Exhale, lower down. One more time, inhale, lift up, rise up, big expansion, open your heart. Exhale, release, back down. Plant your palms beside you. We'll rise through hands and knees, then take the knees wide, toes to touch, and shift the hips back, child's pose. Drop your forehead to the mat. Breathe through your spine. Let your palms relax and soften down into the earth, almost as if they could be absorbed like water into soil. Feel your hips letting go. Breathe right to your hip creases. Relax that space. Remind yourself here to come back to that sort of playful space, that childlike space where spontaneity can be inspired, where we can let go of our plans and our expectations and experience things in a new way, in a way where we don't always know what's going to happen or where we'll end up. But it allows us to be more present with the experience that we're actually having rather than the one that we've planned in advance. Press into your palms. Let's come to a seat, Sukhasana. Sitting bones anchor down, knees can be wide, and let this be really a cozy space, a cozy seat where you feel deeply rooted and also really lifted through the spine. Palms can face either up or down on your thighs. Soften your eyes. Take an inhale through your nose, fill up to the tops of your lungs. At the top of the breath, seal your lips, tuck your chin towards your chest, and lift up through your pelvic floor. Retain. Relax into the retention of the breath so the face is soft and the shoulders are soft. And then exhale out through your nose. Again, like that. Big, full inhalation. Fill all the way up. Tuck the chin toward the chest. Lift your pelvic floor. Hold. And exhale, release. One more just like that. Inhale, fill up. Retain, activate the bandhas, and relax. And exhale, let it all go. You're welcome to take a Shavasana now if you'd like, or you can move back into your day. Let's bring the palms together at heart center. Take a breath in through your nose, inflate your heart, stretch it toward the tips of your thumbs. And then exhale, just bow your chin in towards your chest in gratitude. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope that you enjoyed that spontaneous, in-the-moment sequence. And let me know if you have any thoughts. Leave them in the comments below. I would love to hear how you're doing, how you're feeling. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, you can do that down below as well. That really supports me. I hope you're doing really well wherever you are. I hope you have a really lovely rest of the day or the night, and I will see you very soon with another practice. Bye.